And we're starting with my lovely Hannah, who we worked with before. And she's back because she's so beautiful. But I want to start with doing a makeup that is really simple. It's actually about natural makeup. As you know, on the runways for the last 2 seasons, this has been a really big look. So it's about minimal product. The reason why we can do this is because the textures have become so good. And Chanel have always been known for their innovation and fantastic textures. So here we are using a very few products, but they're used in such a minimal, classy way that she will look completely beautiful and natural and just really an enhancement of herself. Obviously, when you're doing this kind of makeup, natural means really good skin. So I'm going to start by using the moisturizer. So I'm just going to massage this into her skin. As you know, I love using my hands and massaging it into the skin, so that's great. Up into the brow, onto the lid. So I'm using Solution 10, which has 10 ingredients in it only, and is great for sensitive skin and gives a real glow, as you can see. Fantastic for the makeup we're going to be doing. Right, I'm just putting a little bit of Hydra Beauty moisture on the mouth, just simply to nourish the mouth while we move on. Okay, so the next step is Le Beige Touche Le Teint Berlemine. This is one of those fabulous new spongy foundations that I simply adore. Here we are. I'm going to use a sponge, and then I'll probably finish with my fingers. I'm just going to use a sponge right now just to pat it on, because actually it covers a bigger surface. Can you hold the product up for me, please, darling? Hold it up. Thank you. Just teaching the model how to hold the product. Okay, and I'm just going to pat it on. As you can see, I'm putting quite a lot on, but don't worry, I will blend it in. This is really interesting for me because I'm not used to using sponges, although this is a fantastic sponge. I'm inclined to use too much right now, but I'm going to show you how gorgeous her skin will look in a minute. You might all know I'm inclined to use quite a lot of foundation, then really blend it. So I'm going to be doing exactly the same with the sponge. Patting it under the eye. I like this little sponge. Interesting. Hey guys, I might be converted into a sponge user. And I'm just going to use my fingers now just to blend under the eyes a bit. By the way, this is drying unbelievably beautifully, this product. Right, so now I'm moving on to the next product, which is a brand new Chanel product. This is like an all-in-one. Okay, here you have your concealer, you have your blush, and you have your highlight cream. Perfect for the natural makeup. It is called Palette Essentielle. So I'm using the palest one. I'm using this one as concealer. Now, it will be the same color as the foundation. It will not be any paler. Often you go with concealers that are 2 tones lighter. This is going to match perfectly, so it blends in perfectly. And the skin looks quite amazing. It's like the most perfect skin. Perfect, defined all the way down. So I'm going to use the same product, literally just to touch little areas like here, where there's a tiny bit of a blemish, and there. So I'm just going to use it very precisely where we need it. Just cover that little blemish there. Just leave it to set. And this is the other reason why I'm using the concealer that's the same color as the skin. I'm using it so that you can do this without it showing at all. Okay, I think that's done. Perfect. Just going to brush the brows so then I can start understanding the shape of the face. There we go. Now moving on to, again, another Chanel Dream product, which is the new Le Beige Palette Regard Belmine Natural. And it's one of those great palettes that really works for a natural look. So I'm going to start by using the big fluffy brush in the top. This is the highlight color, and use that under the brow bone. On the brow bone, excuse me. Just there. Doesn't matter if it falls a bit. It's all, these colors are so soft and beautiful. So I'm sort of setting the eye now, but it'll look really real and gorgeous. Okay, that was that color. Now I'm going to use, with the same big fat brush, the shimmer one. It really doesn't matter. You know, the thing about natural makeup is you can go any order you want and do it exactly how you like. This is my, without thought, process of doing the eye naturally, because that's what we love about makeup. You can sort of just really play and use this palette in any order you want. And the colors are so blendable. Look at that. That's kind of done almost. Look straight ahead. And then I'm going to take the smaller brush, this one, and I'm going to go into the mushroom beige, which is this one, just to pop the eye a bit. I'm just going to go along the lid. This is just for a simple, gentle little pop. That probably is enough. And the other side. Hannah's got such a beautiful eye shape, so I don't have to extend that at all. You can see she has a natural socket there, so I'm just going to leave that. But what I am going to do next is bring out the brows. So I'm going to leave the eyes like that for the time being. Now I'm picking up the brow shaper, using just a little brush for that, a Chanel. It's called a contour shadow brush, so I'm just going to fill in Hannah's brows with this soft colour. Fill them in. So the brows are going to be as strong as the eye makeup itself. I moved on to the darker colour just because there I'm going to get rid of the slight red tint. This is a great palette for redheads, by the way. So I'm just really bringing out the brow, creating a gorgeous shape. So as you can see, it still looks natural, but it's just a thicker version of the natural. I'm just going to brush them. Okay. I'm going to use a new product by Chanel, which is a brow gel. This will set the brows, keep them in a really lovely shape. It's transparent. It's not a colored gel, just simply to set the brows. So that's that done. Okay, so we've gone back to the Palette Essential, and I'm going to use the cream blusher just very, very gently on these gorgeous little cheeks. Just a little weeny bit there. Just that. That's all we need. Just on the apple of the cheek. And on the other side, just knock it in. Just very gently knock it in. You know, this is like a real finger palette. You can take it anywhere. Just a hint of warmth in the face. Then same palette. I'm going to use the highlighter just above the cheekbone here. So it's minimal. It's so natural. It's just minimal. We just give a little bit of a glow. Just there. I've put already a powder under the brow, so I'm just using this under the eyelid on the brow bone. Now, having got this far with the highlighter, the blush, the foundation, the concealer, the brows, and the eyeshadow, I decided just to bring her eyes forward a bit more, but to still keep it very, very natural. I'm going to use, in this palette, I'm going to use the warm taupey color. So we're taking the warm taupey color with a small brush, just under the eye through here, just to make the eye seem a little bit more smoky, but still very, very natural. This is very childlike. You know, often you see children who just have like their eyes are always surrounded by a little bit of color. That's what I'm doing right now. So it's very, very, very youthful, very sweet. We're not making her look tired. Hannah looks so beautiful. It's nothing about making her look tired. It's just simply making the eyes seem more round and big. It sort of works, right? It's amazing how something as simple as that can actually work on film and in life. Sorry, not just on film, but obviously in life. So we really have brought out her little eye more. Chanel have brought out 2 new lip liners that are absolutely dream colors. They are so natural, they're so real, they're so beautiful, they're absolutely of the moment. So out of the 2 of them, there's that one, which is a bit more pink, and this one, which is a bit more sandy. So I'm going to go with the sandier one. This is called Beige Innocent, and it's divine. So I'm just going to go over the mouth very gently with this. It is the perfect lip color. Look, it's just bringing out the mouth a little bit. We're not talking about precision in this look. We're talking about just enhancing. Right, rub your lips together, baby. Perfect. Keep doing that. Just do it more because I love that. Great. When you're doing that, you get the natural fullness of your mouth. So I always find it a very good idea for someone to rub their lips together quite a few times, back and forth, and you will get the full extent of your mouth. Let me have a look. Gorgeous. Just going to fill in a bit more here. Now do this. Great. And then I love to do that, just to knock it back a bit. Relax. Amazing. Okay, this is such a lovely editorial look. Then I'm going to take, again, Chanel have these wonderful new crayons. They're called Le Rouge Crayon de Couleur. Okay, I'm using number 1 nude. I'm just going to fill in the center of the mouth, just a weeny bit. Not too much, because it's quite a different color than the lip liner. Rub your lips together a lot, back and forth. Perfect. Now, I'm just going to get rid of that little bit underneath. There we go. Now, a little bit too much shine for me around the nose and just through here. So I'm going to take a very sheer powder, which is called Poudre Universelle. And this is the, I'm loving loose powder at the moment. I find it so easy to use because I know it's a lot. You can just have it at home and then carry your compact with you during the day. But loose powder is so easy and fabulous to use at home because you really can use the minimum amount. So taking this, I'm just going to do that, shake off the excess, and then very gently I'm just going to powder around her nose. Look, just to knock back the shine through here, across the mouth. I never like that bit to be too shiny, just the top of the mouth there. I don't like it. Some people do, but it's not my thing. Then just the chin there, and then just again where some people like shine, and it's all a personal taste. So if you don't want to use powder, that's up to you. But I just think it's a bit more flattering to get rid of the shine that is bang in the middle of the forehead there when you catch the light. Now the other place that is kind of nice to use just under there to knock back the shine there so it becomes smoother. So I'm just going to brush the brows through one more time. Perfect. Okay, now this look for me is finished. There's a reason why I'm not using mascara is because with all products are optional, and I feel at the moment mascara is something you can really choose not to use. It is so editorial to not to wear mascara, and such a great contrast to the sort of all the lashes that we've had over the last 3 years, and people are reverting back more and more to this natural look, and if applied properly and well is just as chic and just as complete. That's a good word to use actually, complete. So this is a complete makeup look where you could go anywhere and look absolutely fabulous, day or night. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.